Hey, you guys, and welcome to the Lofi-Network, Pisces Soul Trap. I want to get into some general messages for you. And of course, anything you need from me can be found down below in the description box. Okay, so listen, you're stuck. I know you're stuck. You know you're stuck. So why not get some assistance? Why not get some guidance to get unstuck? Check out our sponsor, Psychic Source, down in the description box. Using my unique code, JMarian, you can get up to 40 minutes for $19.80. And if you're not satisfied with your reading, you can get your money back. Guaranteed. Okay? No muss, no fuss. But we need to get you unstuck. Okay? Check those details down below in the description box. Now, on to your reading. Divine, what is the overall energy relative to Pisces at this time? Okay, so we have long call. So in it to win it, long-term intentions invested. For some reason, I feel like this has something to do with a relationship, but let's go. What else, Divine? Yeah, I feel like it has something to do with a relationship. Yeah. So we have key player, so important person, playing an essential role, as well as irreplaceable. Okay, that sounds like a relationship person to me. We have love bombing, so overly attentive, showered with affection for personal gain. And for some reason, even with this love bombing card here, I don't feel any negative aspect with this. I feel like somebody is getting ready to come into your life and shower you with what you have been lacking throughout your life. I feel like this person is also going to come in, although you have healed, they're going to help lessen or probably even remove other traumas out of your life, based off what they give you. I feel like somebody is going to be a very healing type of individual here. Okay. And then lastly, we have penny pinching. So financial struggle, saving up as well as budgeting. So I also feel like somebody is putting themselves in a mode and in a space where you can be a part of someone's life, but also be beneficial in that way to them here as well. I do feel as if there's this preparation, almost as if you're getting yourself together, situating yourself for a particular situation, because I feel like you probably also are even in a space where you are over the dating scene. And I feel like some of you all, the reason why you aren't dating is because you're looking for something more serious, and it doesn't seem to be something that's out there in the dating pool. I mean, because a lot of the other pool people will say that the dating pool is trash. But let's see. Divine clarify long call. Yep, you know what? We even have new boo here at the bottom of the deck. So new love, learning each other as well as flirtations. So there definitely is a nod here to significant relationships here. You know, for some of you all, that's not going to be family. For some of you all, it's not going to be friends. It's going to be a romantic type of partner. Divine long call. Clarify, please. And then we have black sheep. So rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. And then divine clarify, last one here for me for a black sheep. Okay, so we have legal coming out. So court paperwork file. So there most certainly is some type of separation here. For some of you all, the long call is over. Okay. For some of you all, you thought you would be in a particular relationship for the long call. That is not going to be a thing, especially with black sheep coming out here as well as legal. This long call, for what I'm hearing, could be specify, you know, friends. This could be romantic partners. This could be family as well. But there is a definitive separation between you and a lot of other people. We have sneaky link here. So hidden lover, low key situationship, side piece. Maybe you found out that you possibly were one of those things. No shade. I feel like you are like you're separating yourself from something. Divine, last one, clarify legal for me. So laughter. Yeah, so there's something you're getting away from, with wholeness, overjoyed, as well as smiling. I'm also hearing you dodged a bullet here as well. We have chained at the bottom of the deck. So this was definitely somebody who possibly was in a long haul with someone else. And I do feel there was possibly a reason why they were treating you a particular type of way. Maybe they were treating you like you were like hidden, or there was a reason why you couldn't meet certain types of people. There's something here, about that, you being a hidden figure in some people's lives here. Divine, clarify key player. Okay, so we have spiritually woke, self-awareness, cutting through illusions, detaching from ego. So for some of you all, the key player in your life could be yourself. The key player in your life could be yourself. But I still also feel like in this is preparation for what you will want in the future, because it's something about when you really truly know your self-worth, when you begin to realize that, and when you also begin to put those particular things into action. Divine, what else here with key player, spiritually woke? Okay, so we have lust here, so greed, bareback, as well as inconsiderate. And then this is a very interesting dichotomy. Divine, clarify lust with spiritually woke. Okay, so we have the cleanse. So some of you all, once again, are being called to and go into a mode of celibacy. And if it's not celibacy, this is something that you're taming. It's almost like intercourse doesn't really stimulate you anymore. Of course, like anybody else, maybe ever so often, but for a lot of you in a space where you used to be maybe overly sexually active, I feel like that's a space that's dying down for you. There's something about reserving your energy, reserving your space, putting that energy into something else. Because I'll be honest, I don't see anything wrong, every now and then. But I feel like this is something that maybe some of you all need to tame. That's just for some of you all, but it's also something here about sacral energy here as well. Divine, love bombing, please clarify. Okay, so we have the blues. So scared, heavy emotions, mental distress. So this particular area for a lot of you all could be a soft spot, and I understand why, because there's a lot of pain, sometimes that exists when we, have given love and shown love to other people and maybe haven't gotten that back. I do feel like in some way you are going to get your just dues, because there was a moment where you just needed to focus on yourself, where you truly needed to heal, because I feel like for a lot of you all, you just have a bigger purpose. There's something else that you're supposed to be doing other than focusing on somebody who that was possibly extremely toxic, somebody that you've learned your lessons from, somebody that you don't plan on going or giving back to, whether this is friends, family, partners, whoever. Divine, clarify the blues. Yeah, something was definitely an emotional roller coaster. Definitely. So we have receipts. So evidence, guilty as charged as well as exposed. So I do feel like this is the space where you maybe possibly did feel like somebody always love bombed you, or you're always in the space of being love bombed. Like it never really goes past people really being infatuated with you. You've been in relationships, but it's very seldom when you are in a relationship, because it seems like people maybe possibly want to give you the bare minimum. Divine, last one for receipts, the blues, and love bombing. Yeah, as well as extra. So dramatic, trying too hard, as well as starter. It's like somebody would do the absolute most to do nothing at all. Is what it feels like. It feels very empty. It feels very base level. It feels very plateaued. It feels like something would never become another thing, which is why love bombing is coming out. I do feel in some way, like I was saying earlier, I do feel across the board that eventually somebody is going to get into a space where somebody is going to shower them with love and affection. It's not going to be overly done, but like I said, it's going to rid you of the way that you used to feel. But honestly, this is telling that story as well, because once again, this is giving me preparation, for somebody who is, actually becoming more involved with themselves, figuring out what the higher self is trying to tell them, becoming a better person with key player, spiritual woke, lust, as well as the cleanse. Divine, clarify penny pinching here. Okay, so we have lift off as well as swept up. So lift off, fast action, progression forward, the wait is over. And then we have swept up. So head over heels, falling in love, and as well as in intense emotions. So for a lot of you all, just like I was saying earlier, I feel like financial spaces, is about to get better for someone, because I feel like that's exactly what someone was trying to do, get themselves together, for possibly relationship mode, not wanting to come to a relationship empty-handed here as well. With lift off here, I do feel like you have achieved that. There is growth here. There is progression in the area of finances and saving here as well. And if it was for the intended purpose of being being available and ready for a relationship, I can see how that plays out as well, with swept up here, head over heels, falling in love, as well as intense emotions. Okay, Divine, last one for this particular energy. Okay, so we have rebound. So flirty, excuse me, not flirty, flighty, temporary option, as well as unpredictable options, intentions. But I don't feel any of that. What I feel like is you're getting ready to bounce back. Excuse me, bounce back. Like you're about to bounce back and from a state of, like I said, where you maybe weren't able to do as much when it came to dating, because maybe that was a turn off for you when it came to dating, that you wanted to be in a particular space, that you wanted to have a particular type of income, because you wanted to be able to shower and pamper and all of the things when it comes down to dating, because that's what you would do, for your partner. Okay. Yeah, but I do feel like in those particular areas, this is moving in a positive direction. In spaces where maybe you once lacked something, those spaces are getting filled with things that are intentional. Yeah, there's a lot of changes that are getting ready to happen for you. Okay. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So once again, relationships, stability here is going to be a very significant thing, especially with long haul. Something that maybe once was flighty is definitely about to become a temporary, not a temporary, it's about to become a very stabilized situation. Longevity here. Divine, what is the message here? Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. So there are steps forward. I just saw the King of Wands as well. Two of Wands, Divine. The Magician, yeah. So there's definitely steps forward, and especially in the area of things that you wanted to manifest or even change here. I feel like a lot of that has to do with maybe contracts that you're getting ready to receive, higher aspects and higher knowledge, especially with being spiritually woke. I feel like there definitely is a lot of changes that you're making based off of the directions that you're headed in with the Two of Wands as well as the Magicians. It's almost like you needed to be in a particular space in order to be in an area where you had the strength, the ability, the knowledge, to manifest what you wanted to create. Divine, tell me about the Magician here. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so this definitely has to do with stability. This didn't come by easy. This is something that's taken a long time for you. I'm hearing the word late bloomer. So you would maybe possibly would consider yourself a late bloomer, because while other people maybe were in the King of Swords type of energy, the King of Wands, and even the King of Cups, you were more in the King of Pentacles energy, lo and behold. I feel like people possibly even judged you on the aspects that it felt like you didn't have any kingdom, because at that point of time, while everybody else was progressing and moving forward, things were just moving slow for you. But their assets could be running out while yours is long. This is the King of Pentacles. This is something that has worked over time. This is something that has grown progressively. You know how something moves now because you've seen it grow. Okay, you've watched and learned from other people here as well, because I feel like you've learned from people's mistakes and also their successes as well, with being this King of Pentacles, which is the thing that makes you so skilled, which makes you so knowledgeable about the things that you're going through. Because I feel like with you moving in a slower energy, you saw and you learned from other people doing first. But there still is something that you're going to be the first to create, or you're going to amplify something. Okay, Divine, tell me about the King of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, this is something that you've done by yourself. You being that king player, that key player. I said king player. Well, a king player could be significant. Yeah, Eight of Wands here at the bottom of the deck here as well. So this is something that, could now seem like it's fast moving, because now it's grown and you're able to take plenty. For a lot of people, they could still be planning things. For you, it's harvest time now. Okay. Divine, tell me Nine of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Knight of Swords. Things for you are moving quickly. I also feel like major shifts are happening for you as well. Once again, it's something about you doing something first before you're able to do with others here as well. But it seems as if you're moving to a place of being a very accomplished individual, because once again, for something that took you a long time, you are truly getting ready to see the benefits of that here as well. Something that you've done by yourself, you're going to have plenty with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. Divine, tell me about the Knight of Swords specifically here. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords. Interesting. It's something about you, because like I feel like you're going to get things together by yourself, but it's something about you getting something by yourself that it took other people help to get with the Ten of Pentacles, because the Nine of Pentacles is the singular energy. With the Ten of Pentacles, that's quite a bit of people. But I feel like they're going to now be approaching you with sad stories is what I'm hearing with this Knight of Swords as well as the Three of Swords. Maybe even presenting to you possibly apologies maybe for the way they treated you because of what you're getting. Because I feel like once again with a lot of people that you're connected to, you know, things could not be going so great. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything financial. I just feel like people are experiencing life, and while you were experiencing life and other people were experiencing great and good times, I feel like once again there's something that you know how to handle now, because it seems like you're moving into a state of flow and peace. Divine, Knight of Swords, Three of Swords here. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so people definitely are going to be coming in with possibly, you know, text messages, phone calls, like tangible things. Knight of Pentacles. This is something that has taken a while here as well, because I feel like people treated you like shit. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. People treated you like shit. And now that things possibly aren't going so great with them and they see things that are moving forward for you, you could possibly literally doing the things that you said that you were going to do anyway. And I feel like this is people possibly in a space where they're now they're going to be biting their own words, you know? Yeah, they're going to be forced to be met with the things that they said about you that are false. Yeah, I do feel that way. Divine, last one for the Page of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they're going to be coming in with a lot. You know, if you didn't accept something the first time, they'll be back a second time. If you didn't accept something the second time, they're going to come back a third time. I feel like something's going to keep on going until you cut something off with this Knight of Swords. I do feel like this Knight of Swords has dual meaning in this moment. And I feel like it's just possibly time to cut a lot of people off, because you didn't need them to see this thing happen in your life. Divine, tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Swords. Once again, there's something, you did something on your own. With the star here at the bottom of the deck, you did something on your own. And I feel like this was after you cut these people out. You cut them out, and there's just something possibly about you continuing to move forward on your journey without them. There's something that doesn't benefit you about these people, because I can guarantee you that these are people that didn't change. We're gonna clarify this Ten of Pentacles in a second, but these are people who haven't changed. You're very grounded at this time, but also you're very hefty in manifestations here as well, with the Magician as well as the King of Pentacles. You're very grounded. There's a lot that you know, and there's a lot that's getting ready to happen through you. Divine, tell me about the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. You definitely have cut a lot of people off. Definitely. So the Eight of Swords in reverse, as well as the Moon. Something for you no longer works. And I feel like this is also something that you've gotten clarity about concerning these people, because your mindset here is different. Nothing is really hidden to you. I feel like the only thing that possibly may be hidden at this time is what you're investing in, what you're putting in for work here as well, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Because I feel like while you're no longer willing to give to this, that's the reason why the Eight of Pentacles is in reverse. You're not willing to work these things out, because nothing is a secret. You know, honestly, for you with the Moon, I feel like for you with the Moon, nothing was hidden. To them, they may not know the reason why you probably cut them off. Like, that reason may be hidden to them, and they're only left to speculate, but you do. Nothing is hidden to you. You know, for you, the Eight of Pentacles is upright. I do feel like your focus is on your work. Your focus is on you, what you're investing in, what you're putting your time into here as well. And I don't feel like you're willing to put your time into them as well. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So 87 could be significant, but also order of steps. Something is in reverse concerning this. It's regression, you know, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Something for you is not meant to move forward here. Divine, tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Strength. Divine, tell me about the Strength and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so the King of Wands. Something here for you was divine intervention with the shadow side, which is the devil. I do feel like something for you was divine intervention with the Strength and the King of Wands. Divine, clarify the King of Wands. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. You most certainly were meant. There was somebody here particularly who was very flighty. Inconsistencies. I don't feel like this was something that was meant to be stable with the King of Wands. Although the King of Wands is still a king, I don't feel like there was longevity here. There was something that just wasn't consistent here. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Divine, Four Swords here at the bottom of the deck as well. 54 could be significant. Yeah, Four Swords. Yeah, something was definitely not meant to be. Something was meant to be a lesson. Six of Swords. You were guided away from this. 5 and 6, so 56. Once again, could be very significant. 56, 54. Yeah. Yeah, something was meant to be a lesson here. With the Six of Swords, you were guided away from a situation here. Especially with the Strength, the King of Wands. The King of Wands could be an angelic figure here as well. An angel, maybe a spirit guide that prompts you to take some sort of action. Okay, leave a situation to move towards another one. Move towards healing here as well with the Four of Swords. Spirit being spiritually woke here as well as and the cleanse. Yeah, so yeah, you definitely were meant to get away from maybe the King of Wands, a very sexualized individual here as well. Not a bad thing, but something here was very maybe overly passionate, and that's all it ever really was, and it wasn't ever meant to become anything else. Five of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Yeah. Very grounded individual overall here. Divine, clarify this reading, please. We have the Eight of Pentacles upright. Yes. So Eight of Pentacles upright. Yeah. Just like we were talking about earlier. 10 of Cups. I feel like your focus working on wish fulfillment, the things that you desire. Like this is pretty much 10 of Cups ultimate outcome. Like that's the ultimate goal. And I feel like for you, some sort of dream is getting ready to be realized. Because once again, Pentacle energy. You've been putting in a lot of work. And I feel like for you, something is most certainly a long time coming is also what this Eight of Pentacles is giving me. It takes a long time to acquire these kind of skills, this kind of knowledge here as well with the Eight of Pentacles. Divine, what else? We have the Nine of Pentacles, 8 and 9. Yeah, things for you are moving forward. There's no regression. There's progression. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Something concerning work that you're doing is you're about to see the major benefits of it. The major benefits of it. Divine, move forward, please. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like the only opportunities that you're willing to take at this current moment are the ones that are self-involved. I don't see a lot of partnerships for you right now. This could be something that's moving or happening in the future, but I feel something is meant for you to obtain as a solo individual. Yeah, absolutely. It's all Pentacle energy, except for the Knight of Wands. Yes, this all Pentacle energy. Something is most certainly getting ready to take off for you all. It's getting ready. Something is about to move forward in the right direction. With the Knight of Wands, very passionate, I feel like you're also about to take a risk here as well, because Knight of Wands, very risky individual. I feel like you're about to take a risk with something, and I feel like there's something that you're about to take a risk with. Divine, clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Four Swords as well as the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're about to take a calculated risk. Yeah, Four of Swords, Page of Pentacles. This risk is about to be very calculated. It's something that's been in hefty consideration as well as a secret. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Yeah, Divine Knight of Wands moving forward. Ace of Cups, yes. Something that you all love is about to come into fruition. Nine of Cups, bottom of the deck. I'm not even about to touch this. So, Nine of Cups, bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're most certainly about to obtain some sort of wish fulfillment, some sort of desire, something that you possibly prayed for, something that you have been working on for a very long time. This is all Pentacle energy, and Pentacle energy for you all is getting ready to bloom. Okay? Pisces Soul Tribe, that was your reading. Hopefully this message resonated with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you're able to take something from it that you could use. Of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box, as well as our sponsor, Psychic Source, because you're stuck, remember? And we need to get you unstuck, okay? Get you out of that sticky situation. So using my unique code, JMarion, using the link in the description box, you can get up to 40 minutes for $19.80, and I'm sure we can get you unstuck after that. Okay, details down below in the description box. And as always, my good people, remember to conquer this day, and see you in the network. Bye guys.